Hey there folks, Luke here with the Outdoor Good Review. I hope you are all doing well. Today for this episode, I am reviewing the Ghillie Kettle. 1 liter version right here. Now there are multiple versions of this kettle out there. There's a half liter, there is the 1 liter, and there's also a 1.5 liter version. And you can pick up these kettles from the Grills'n Ovens website. They are the distributor here in the United States for these kettles. Now, if you were to go out and purchase one of these, this is what you would receive. Essentially, you are getting a 3-piece kit. It comes with a carry bag. It comes with a kettle. It also comes with the stove base, which you set up just like this. My plan here is to get a fire going, boil some water, and while I do that, I will go over some stats and information about this system here. As you can see, there is an air hole down at the bottom of the stove, and you can angle that towards the wind to assist with combustion and a quicker burn. Ghillie Kettle has been around since the 1800s and has been making these kettles here. Originally, they were made from copper, which is pretty neat, and has even inspired the Kelly Kettle, which some of you may be familiar with. When it comes to cost, the 1 liter version is $104 on the Grills'n Ovens website, which you will find a link to in the description box down below. The weight of the 1 liter version is 2 pounds, 3 ounces, and the kettle is made from aluminum. All right, now it's time to go ahead and light this baby up. How I like to do this is pretty simple. You have this air hole right here on the side. I like to essentially hold this at an angle so that my heat, my fire, can go through here and just kind of spread through the top. So go ahead and do that now. Starting to take off. Doing exactly what I wanted. Okay. Now I will go ahead and move the kettle right on top. Move some of this stuff out of the way. So as you guys can see here, the smoke, the heat rises, comes out of this chimney. And down here is where the action is happening. This is where you're having your fire at. So now that you have the fire going in the bottom, this is the fun part. This is what I call feeding the beast. And this is incredibly enjoyable to do. I have found that with this stove, breaking up your pieces of wood into small chunks works the best. Of course, the drier the material, the better. Now today, it's a windy day, but because of the design of this kettle, it's not an issue at all. Now folks, if you guys are familiar with the Kelly Kettle, this may look familiar but somewhat different. Namely, this right here, the cap that goes over the fill port, is different than other kettles out on the market. And this one is a better design in my opinion. This cap features a whistle on the end. So when your water is boiling, you will know it. It will let off a high-pitched whistle, which is very, very cool. So we're getting pretty close to the point where the water is going to boil. You can see steam coming out. Shortly, it'll be making that high-pitched whistle sound. As you all saw there, the water took no time to boil, less than 10 minutes. And now I'm ready for a cup of coffee, rehydrate some food, maybe some tea, whatever I want. Now, when it comes to filling this up, it is important not to fill it up 100% to the top. If you do that, once it starts to boil, it will just rupture out. It will literally be a volcano. Now, as you can see here, it has a handle. You can pick it up. Very cool. This is the whistle, the lid. Once that's cool, you can actually use that to pour your water. So folks, right there you have it. That is pretty much it. This is the Ghillie Kettle. You guys saw it in action there. It's a very quick and very simple to use kettle. I've been testing this out for the last couple of months, and I really like this thing. There's one issue with it, and that's just straight up size, right? This weighs in at 2 pounds, 3 ounces, so it's not super heavy, it's not super light, but it is awkward in size, right? So with that being said, I can't really foresee using this for backpacking trips. You know, maybe if you're going out with somebody else and you guys are sharing the loadout, you can make it work. But for one person, it's a very bulky add-on. But with that being said, there are plenty of uses for this product. Fishing, hunting, kayaking, car camping, bushcrafting. Huge thumbs up. Definitely a very usable product. Essentially what this is a double-walled boiler. Very, very simple, like I mentioned before, and it's also a lot of fun to use. I often say feeding the beast with wood stoves like this, and essentially that's what it is. You're feeding the beast. Kids love it, adults love it as well. Many of my friends have borrowed this from me already, and they like it. They think it's a great stove. They do agree, though, that it's a very bulky product. Now, when it comes to cons, we have touched upon a few of these already. One being the size, two being the weight, and the third one is that its main purpose is for boiling water. That's really what this thing is aimed for. You do have to purchase additional add-ons if you want to do anything else with it. So it really is a specific purchase product. You're going to be boiling water in it, and that's about it. But for boiling water, it works incredibly well. Going back to the pros, you're able to boil that 1 liter of water in less than 10 minutes. You know, last time I actually timed it, and I was just kind of doing it while running around doing other camp work, I timed 6-7 minutes with it. So it's pretty darn quick. To wrap this up, let's just go ahead and pass on a review here. Would I recommend this product? Yes, I do. As long as your main mission is to boil water, right? That's what this thing will excel at. In the future, I will try to get what they call the cook kit, and that includes the frying pan and all that good stuff. And then I will review it from there. But based on this alone, I really do think this is a great product. It's tough, made from aluminum, very strong, it's scratch resistant. It looks great. The whistle is a fantastic idea. Make sure not to point that towards the top, right? Basically where you're going to be grabbing at. Turn that down to the side. Just incredibly functional, very, very smart design, and it's also a lot of fun to use. If you are interested in purchasing one of these kettles, check out the description box down below. You will find a link to the Grills'n Ovens website. Again, they are the company who is distributing these in the United States. Until next time, everybody, take care, strength and honor. See you guys around.